Alright, something different today. We are going to be doing video on my son's '05 Mustang. Now, this is a common problem on the '05s to '09s, that you get water in the floorboard. If you search on YouTube, most of the time you will find underneath this cowling here is what people say the problem is, and it's one of the problems. There's actually two, or maybe even more, but there's underneath that cowling there is a trough that holds the wiper motor and the fresh air intake filter is right under here. So if y'all don't know that there's a fresh air intake filter that needs to be changed, it's right underneath there. But anyway, what happens is there's two grommets underneath here that fill up with trash, and when it does, this trough fills up, it shorts out the wiper motor and the connector, and when it shorts it out, I mean, it blows fuses. It can drain your battery and run it. So let me open up the hood and I'll show you that. Okay. Now, what most people will tell you to do is remove this cowling to be able to clean those grommets. But if you just take and reach, let's see, too low, right here. There's a hole right here underneath this wire. Just grab that grommet and yank it out. Leave it out. There's no reason for it to be there. And let's see, the other one is right here. Grab a hold of that grommet, yank it out, throw it away. Don't need it. Like I say, if you've had that problem, you probably already know it. But if you need to, you need to get in there and clean your air filter out too. But what happens is that fills up and runs over, gets the floorboard wet. Next thing is the seal behind this trim fails. It runs through, comes up underneath here to where your fuse box is. Gets all the electrical under here wet, shorts things out. Your floorboard will be wet. Right now this one's dry now. It's had significant time to dry out. You'll find it all the way back here wet because it's leaking back here and running down. So what we're going to do is address all this today. Well, that's a fail. All that gasket gone, not even there, running down. And you wonder why they leak on the Mustangs. Okay, so I spent the last hour scrubbing and cleaning all the glue off of this thing. I've got it wiped down now with some alcohol. Everything's nice and clean. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use this. It's 3/4 inch wide butyl sealing tape. I've seen people use the weather stripping for you would use in like on your door, house door. I've seen that. I've seen people just use silicone, just get a tube of silicone caulking, black caulking, and fill it all up and put it on there. I've seen people using, it's the tape that you would use to put a camper on top of a truck bed. That would probably be my choice if I had to go with something besides this. But this here is stuff you use for like putting in ceiling lights in RV trailers and stuff like that around the windows. So let me get it open here and I'll show you what we got. This stuff is real sticky. It's like a rubber, almost a putty like, but it will not run when it gets hot, or it's not supposed to. Obviously, if it's been on camping trailers and stuff, it shouldn't run. All right, well, let me get some of this applied here and we'll see how it works. Okay, so we got it installed. Now you can see some of it a little bit here and there, but I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about it making sure it's sealed. So everything looks good so far. We'll get the door gasket back up. We'll be done. All right, we got all the trim back up, all the rubber seal in, got the plastic that's underneath here inside. That's all reinstalled. Looks like a good seal to me, but time will tell. As much rain as we've had in the past 6 months, we'll find out pretty soon. All right, now we got to do the other side. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to show you one of the ways you can see if this gasket has failed. Look at it. It's sticking out of this door right here. So we got to remove this one, and then we'll be done. Here's the driver's side door. Look at that. Totally missing. Just for a reference, that's how much is missing. Hanging down. Just bad. All right. Okay. We did this seal on July 31st. Today's September the 17th. We've had several heavy rains. We had hurricane come through, but it really didn't affect us too bad. We had a little bit of rain, but I know one day we had 2 inches of rain in about 30 minutes, and so far so good. Now you can see it's oozed out a little bit, and I think that's helped seal it. It just kind of slowly oozed out into those cracks. And we have no water whatsoever in the car. And we're good now. I don't think this thing's leaking it again. So anyway, that was my fix for fixing this car. Thanks for watching.